capital of Ukraine. Best greetings from entomological laboratory devoted to insects and entomology, science about insects. Best greetings to biologists, entomologists, zoologists, and other people, amateurs who loves nature. You are visiting now my channel, Dr. Victor Fursov, entomologist, beekeeper teacher. And that's me, owner of this channel in vertical mode and horizontal mode. Whatever you are watching, you're just online here on this stream devoted to nature. I'm keeping in my hands this very important biological equipment, and this is entomological sweeping net, sweep net. Today we will be talking in English, and today we have English lesson devoted to biology. Yes, you're visiting entomological channel devoted to entomology, science about insects, and also channel devoted to biology, science about living nature all around you. So if you are interested in nature, in animals, in birds, in botany, in plants, in mushrooms, just in microorganisms and in microbiological study and study of some insects under the microscope, welcome to my channel, because we can discuss different questions about biology, about entomology in English today for English-speaking audience. For English-speaking audience, despite this channel is from Ukraine, I'm just talking with you from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. So if you can understand me properly, you can understand my English language, write like under this video, and I can see that Mr. is writing some likes. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for your likes, for your smiles, for hearts, for small gifts, and for big gifts as well. So this stream devoted to biology and in English. Why? Because you know at present time everyone who is speaking English in each country all around the world trying to be online and make English lessons. So this is especially English lesson for you from Ukraine, for Ukrainian audience, for another audience in other countries. Join my stream devoted to entomology. I'm trying to catch here some butterflies with my butterflies net or with my parasitoids net, because I'm entomologist and I'm studying parasitic insects, parasitologist. I'm studying parasitoids, tiny parasitic wasps. I'm collecting them with this very special sweeping net, and I'm collecting my subscribers, my followers with sweeping net. Is it funny? Right, is it funny if it is funny? Or is it surprising for you? Right, if it is surprising for you. Do you speak English? Just a little bit? Oh well? Write in comments if you can speak English, if you can understand me, what I'm talking about. Today we will be talking about why do you need English language in your own country where your native language is different. Ukrainian language, Russian language, Uzbek language, Tajik language, or Arabic language, or maybe Armenian, Georgian, Persian language, maybe Azerbaijan language. Maybe you're just somewhere in Moldova, Litva, Latvia, Estonia. Or maybe you're just in Poland, or maybe in Germany. Maybe you're in France, in Portugal, in Spain, or somewhere in France. Or maybe you're just already watching me from United States of America. Or maybe you can watch me later in recording mode from America. Right where you are. Where you are, just Olonka. What country are you coming from? Stucker, where you are? What country are you coming from? Are you in Germany watching me this stream? Write in comments where you are coming from to this stream. Because today we will be talking about insects, collections of insects, studying of insects. And we will be talking in English language. Why? Why? Because English is international language, by the way. Did you know about it? Yes, of course you know. Did you hear about it? Yes, you heard about it. You did, but you never use it because you are afraid to use your English language. Are you afraid of it? Maybe you are. Just I put my sweeping net on the back in front of my camera and we can communicate with you. I just correct my picture on screen so you can see the label in proper language. So it's written here, support Ukrainian science. So you can understand now just in this properly in English language. It's written here, support Ukrainian science, support biology science. Why? Because I'm biologist, I'm entomologist. Biologist who is person who is studying, who is researching nature. And entomologist, the person who is studying insects. And I'm studying insects. I'm collecting insects. I'm searching for them in the nature, in the laboratory, in the culture. I'm cultivating them in the culture and laboratory as well. I'm breeding them and I'm showing them for the large audience all around the world. For why? For curiosity, for interest, and for education. Right, for education. If you are from Ukraine, write in comments, I'm from Ukraine. Right, you are from Ukraine, right? What country are you coming from? And what city are you coming from? Right, if you are watching me from Kyiv. Right, if you are watching me from Kharkiv, Odessa, Nikolaev, or Kherson. Where you are, write in comments, because I know this vertical stream is distributed just locally. Yes, of course. Despite I'm speaking English, the stream is intended for Ukrainian audience. That's why Ukrainian audience watching me with big eyes and surprising what he's talking about, why he's talking in English, why he's not talking in Ukrainian, why he's talking in English. I do not understand anything. Do you understand me? Did you understand me? Would you understand me? I'm not quite sure, but right. What is your home city? Where are you watching me? Olena, what city are you from? Olena, what Sonechka, what city are you coming from to this stream? Sorry about that, I will not tell you just any word rather than English, because today we are visiting English-speaking person, English-speaking lecture. So for that you need to have 4 very important skills. You need to read English, so you can read here what is written here on the top, what is written here on the screen. It's written here, support Ukrainian science, because I'm a Ukrainian scientist. Yes, I'm not in England, I'm not in Ireland, I'm not in Sweden, not in Switzerland, not in Germany. I'm not now present time in France or in Italy, not even in Portugal, not even somewhere far away in Azoran Islands, somewhere in Atlantic Sea Ocean. Sorry about that if you're just surprised. Yes, I'm Ukrainian scientist and I'm just now in Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. It's sunny outside, but I'm talking with you just for education. This is long introduction for education to invite more people for this stream. Surprising people, because I know Ukrainian people will watch me, Julian, for example, with big eyes, what he's talking about. I'm talking about English. Do you need English language? Are you interested in English language? Are you interested to learn English language? Right. Kola, do you understand me, Kola? Or you can write, no, I do not speak English. For that I'm here to join my channel. Subscribe to my channel. In YouTube channel with red button, in YouTube or here just in this vertical stream. Join me to learn English. To learn 4 very important skills. What kind of skills? As the first one, as I said, you urgently need to read properly English language, English words, English sentences. Can you write here? Can you see here? Yes, you can read here, support Ukrainian science. Can you read here? Support biology science. Do you support Ukrainian science? Are you supporting Ukrainian science? You say, no, I do not support anyone because I'm very poor. You are poor because you do not know English language. That's right. Absolutely, because you do not know foreign language. If you will know English, or maybe not only English, for sure you need to know Ukrainian. You need to know English. Maybe you can learn, you can read You can write and speak other foreign language, for instance, Arabic, Persian, or just maybe just Japanese or Chinese or French or German language. You are really great, Julian. What language are you speaking, Julian? What language do you understand? Thank you for greetings. Thank you for writing positive comments. I'm talking about here about biology and about English with Russian and English and Ukrainian speaking audience, with different audience who's trying to understand language. Because I'm your English language teacher for today, and I can understand you if you can write here your comments in Ukrainian, your comments in English, your comments in Russian, whatever you write here. English comment or Ukrainian comment, I can read it, I can translate it, and I can communicate with you. If you can communicate with native English teacher, he will be talking only English and will not answer your questions in your native language. But I can communicate with you, so you have advantage to communicate with me as English, Ukrainian, and Russian speaking person. So that's why, Anita, write your questions. Lubimaya, write your questions in English and join my channel right away, just now. Aruta, Diana, ask me in Ukrainian, in English, any questions about biology. For different skills. First skill, read English. Second skill, write English. Did you learn English in school? Probably yes, so probably you can read a little bit with accent, no problem about accent. Can you write English letters? For sure you learn how to do it in school. Write English, so then you need to listen to English. Listen, open your ears, open your mind to understand, to hear English words and to understand it. And the fourth skill is the most important, to communicate, to speak English. That's why I'm here and I'm communicating with you in English directly to Ukrainian audience, to invite to my channel to speak about biology, about entomology, zoology in English language for education, for your education, not for my education, for your education. For my education it's already done. I'm already speaking English fluently, by the way. And I can read English, I can listen to English, I can understand English, I can communicate, I can speak English. But this stream for you, for your education. So that's right. Subscribe, write your comments, press likes, press smiles. Thank you for hearts. And if you can send some kind of gifts, podarочки, if you can send some podarunki, thank you very much for podarunki. If you can send them here on Monobank, here in description of my bio. Visit this link. You can see here links. If you click on link, you can visit my huge, big YouTube channel with a lot of my original video about insects, about entomology. Yes, about beetles, about bugs, about butterflies, about moths, about cockroaches, about spiders, about different arthropods. My original videos, which I have recorded for years, for ages, during my career from 1979 from university. I'm recording on photo camera, on video camera, on small video camera, on big camera. During many years, different original video, and I'm uploading them on YouTube channel. So you can visit it, you can subscribe, and also you can send your support, your gift, your lovely gift, your acknowledged gift, your wonderful gift, your surprising gift on my Monobank here. So click here on bio or in description of this video. You can find Monobank. You can send not only smile and heart, but also you can send your lovely gift in small or in big currency amount. Thank you very much, Natalia, for your heart, for your sincere reply. If you press heart here, if you can buy and send me heart from your heart, by the way. You just enjoy fan club. You can be included, you will be included by TikTok in fan club of entomologists. Entomologist. Who is entomologist? Entomologist, this is like me. Such kind of a surprising person, such surprising scientist who is involved in biology. Yes, for example, I can tell you as biologist about biology of different animals, like about biology of these beetles. Okay, good question. Finally, we got first question about what is the biology of these beetles? Absolutely good question. This is a right question. Here, for instance, I can communicate with you and explain in English language biology and what these beetles. Who are these beetles? These are beetles of different families. For instance, here, the biggest one, this is a family, Elateridae, click beetle. The biggest one, click beetle. He's living just somewhere underground or somewhere under inside dead wood. Most of them feeding on the stage of larva. So do you know that beetles, Coleoptera, they have complete metamorphosis. This is their life cycle of development, complete metamorphosis. When insects developing from egg, then larva, then making a pupa, and from pupa is born the adult. So these are adults. Do you understand me what I'm talking about, Irina? What country are you coming from? Write in comments. What is your home country? So these beetles are living mostly in dead wood. So they're detritivores. Here different families. Scarabides, this small one, number 2, and number 3. These are Scarabides cetonia, or another genus, because they're actually from Thailand and from Vietnam. 2 other beetles here in the center, Cerambicidae, longicorn beetles with very long antennae. And these beetles, they are stag beetles. Stag beetles, family Lucanidae. Lucanidae, also living in dead wood or in rotting wood, decaying wood. What is the purpose of my stream? Education. Do you know the question? How to study English? To study English, you need to learn English. So learn English, this is very important task for Ukrainian people, for Ukrainian scientists, for Ukrainian students. So this is my purpose. Education for people who like to study English and who like biology. That's why I'm showing you biological objects, Dmitry. And we are speaking English today to learn English language using different samples from my collection. So the second goal, aim of my stream to show you diversity of insects. Diversity for education as well, because most of these insects are known for you. Have you ever seen these insects before? Maybe you have never seen them before, and I'm quite sure that you have never seen them. You never did it. Yes, I'm from Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian scientist. Can you read here? What is written here? Support Ukrainian science. If you want to support Ukraine, if you want to support Ukrainian biology, biological study, biological research, welcome to my biography here. You're welcome to click on link and visit my Monobank to support me not only by like. Did you put like, Van or Vanya? Or you can send some support not only by like, but some support with your pocket on my Monobank to support Ukrainian science. because I'm doing this stream for education of students, school students, university students, postgraduate students, researchers, amateurs who can speak English and who would like to speak English, who would like to understand English better. If you are in Ukraine or in other country and you do not like to speak foreign language and you do not like English language, that's your problem. That's maybe not your problem, because you are well fed. You have mother, you have father, maybe you are rich, you have everything. Maybe you have iPhone and with translator, with calculator, and you have personal translator who can translate your speech. You're talking, and someone as a tape recorder will translate you. So better if you have no tape recorder, living tape recorder and personal translator. But if you are rich, no problem, probably. You can order, you can pay money for a translator. So today I'm your translator for a wider audience from Ukraine and other countries such as Litva, Latvia, Estonia, Moldova, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and some other countries in the world where people can be interested in biology, in science, and in entomology. That's why I'm talking with you in English. And I'm showing here next box with insects. Yes, I'm interested to study insects and biology because I entered university in 1979. I was graduated in university. I graduated then after my post-PhD course. I got my PhD and I'm Doctor of Philosophy for now. And I'm graduated in university in 1979, by the way. So I have more than 40 years of experience in biology and entomology. Of course, I have never spoken English so easily from the birth. Nevertheless, I was learning English for a long time. Learning English, this is lifetime process. If you want to speak, if you want to understand language, you need to learn it for a long time, from a kindergarten, for young grades of school, from university. And why do you need English language? That's your personal question. Because if you don't want to learn English, you will never learn it. Because you need to have urgent desire to study English. Urgent desire, urgent necessity, and some kind of opportunities to learn English. But desire, necessity, needs, proper goal, proper purpose. Why do you need to study English? This is the problem which will attract you to people, to attract you to the literature, and to put you in the proper space where you can learn English and where you can develop your English speaking skills. That's why you just came to this stream and maybe listening to my long time speech about English. Why English is important in life. Why English is important in life? Because I'm a biologist and I'm using my English speaking skills, English reading skills in my profession. Because I'm reading English, I'm writing English, I'm listening to English, and I'm communicating with English-speaking audience, definitely in English. I do not communicate with my microscope when I'm visiting other countries, such as China, Mexico, Switzerland, Sweden, Spain, Italy, France. But I do not communicate with microscope, but I communicate with people in English language. I do not communicate with wasps. So you can see here big, tiny different wasps on this poster behind of me. These insects on this poster, they're just here, big one on the picture, but originally they are small. To learn about them, I need to study literature because I'm a researcher. And these are real insects. I'm showing you my insects collection because I'm professional entomologist. I'm professional biologist. Yes, I've been graduated in the university in 1979, and then I have been graduated and got my PhD degree as entomologist. In my diploma of university is written teacher of biology and chemistry, entomology and plant protection. And I have my also red diploma of a doctor of philosophy for people who like to know more about my biography. And here you can see here my demonstration collection, real insects, real hornets. And these are hornets from Asia. Some individuals here, they're belonging to giant Asian hornet, Vespa mandarina, Vespa analis and Vespa dubia. They're quite big one, but not very huge. Sometimes Japanese people say this hornet is called sparrow hornet or killer hornet, but this hornet is not so huge. So this is another species of hornet, for example. This is hornet, small Asian hornet. Small but not very small, by the way, not extremely small. And giant hornet here, this is a giant Vespa mandarina, not extremely giant. Have you ever seen hornets? Write in comments. You know who is hornet. Ask your questions here in Ukrainian, in Russian, and in English. If you want to ask me something, write your question in the comments. In Russian, in Ukrainian, and in English. I do understand all three languages. But can you communicate? I will communicate with you today in English. Dear Shalom, where are you from? What country are you from? What city are you from? We have not very big audience for today because I'm speaking for Russian English audience and Ukrainian audience in English, and it's a little bit surprising, I know about it. So here I show you hornets. This is small Asian hornet, Latin name, Vespa velutina, and this big one, the biggest one, Vespa mandarina, and other individuals, Vespa dubia and Vespa analis from Southeast Asia. And the biggest one, these are Vespa mandarina from China and from Japan, from Southeast Asia. This one is materials of Vespa velutina from France. This is dangerous invasive species. To know more about this species, you need to read English articles, English publications. Of course, I published some articles in Ukrainian language as well. Last year, I got publication in Ukrainian language about this species, so you can find it in my webpage and my ResearchGate webpage. If you want to know more about my publications, welcome to visit. Link in my biography, in my description of this channel, so you can visit my ResearchGate page to download and read and to understand my publications, what I'm studying. And this is small Asian hornet from France, dangerous invasive species. Why it is dangerous? Because this species is from Southeast Asia. This species is European hornet, nearly the same size as small Asian hornet. Greetings to Zhytomyr. Thank you, Max. Welcome to our stream. Welcome to discussion. welcome to join our fan club. You can visit here on the top. If you send heart, you will be now entomology fan club. Join our fan club and send in some small tiny gifts like heart, roses, or some other, maybe some butterflies or other gifts. Maybe you can send crown or hat. I will appreciate sending some gifts. Thank you, Disham, for sending some gifts. Because this vertical stream is for people who can send some kind of gifts. The horizontal stream is for loan deposition. It will be later observed by other people. But now we are just online communication. And we are communicating in English about biology and entomology. So you can recognize here that European hornet, here, this piece of European hornet nest, nearly the same size, approximately same size, maybe smaller and 1 to 3 millimeters, not at all, not too much. The difference is obvious under the clear observation because this species is small Asian hornet is dark and Latin name Vespa velutina nigrothorax with black body, and European hornet has a yellow and brown color body with small stripes, so small black stripes, but small Asian hornet mostly black. So if you can find, or if you will observe somewhere occasionally, accidentally in your backyard, in your beekeeping farm, strange unusual black wasp somewhere in Poland, in Germany, in France. In France already full of these hornets. Sorry, I said about France, because France is now completely invaded by these hornets. But we don't have this hornet, this one, in Ukraine yet. In 2016 we don't have it. Maybe it's just beginning of season, who knows. Because this hornet is already distributed widely in Europe. In Spain, in France, in Portugal, in Italy, in Greece, in United Kingdom, and also in Belgium and in Germany. And also this dangerous for beekeeping hornet is already appeared last year in Czechia and Slovakia, in 400 kilometers nearby Ukraine. So we can calculate, we can suppose that maybe in future years, this species can appear in Ukraine and some surrounding countries like Poland and other countries as well. This species already in the center of Germany, near Frankfurt and Stuttgart. So dangerous small Asian hornet. But let's talk about another beetles, another insects as well. If you have seen some hornets in your garden, write in comments. I have seen, or I have never seen them, because I do afraid them very much. I'm afraid of them very much, and you are right, because hornets can sting. You must be careful about them. But I have some others insects here. Yeah, these are heads of stag beetles. Is it funny? Is it surprising? Is it unusual? Stag beetle has a very strong horns, and these are big mandibles. These are big teeth, and the purpose is fighting. And these are different stag beetles, but of the same, just one species, Lucanus cervus. Yes, you see here, big horns, small horns, tiny horns, but this is still the same one species, Lucanus cervus. Why they're here? Because they're collected near the dead wood, near the dead tree. Because these beetles are feeding on the juice of some old trees. And sometimes they are fighting if they meet together with another hornet or other beetles were fighting, and also were just simply the prey for birds. Birds are feeding on beetles. Yes, birds are feeding on beetles. The enemy of these beetles, not only humans, not only entomologists and collectors. Sorry, but I collected dead individuals. These are dead heads with horns of stag beetles collected in Ukraine, and they are collected as dead bodies near the trees. But sometimes you can collect also the body, complete body of beetle, like this. Because they are gathering near some trees with sipping juice. Such kind of trees are very attractive for beetles. They're coming to search for another sex, for another partners, to search for females. Because these are males. Males of stag beetles. Are they beautiful? I'm absolutely sure they're beautiful. Do you like them? I'm quite sure that you like them. Because they have long horns and they're quite big. Write in comments if you have seen such beetles near your city, near your village, near your home, in a park, in a forest. Have you ever seen these beetles? Today we have educational lesson in English about entomology, about biology. And I'm showing you different insects in my collection, just for education. Not only for fun and curiosity, for education, because you know it's written here, support Ukrainian science, support biology science. So can you see here, support biology science in Ukraine. This stream from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. I'm showing you these beetles, stag beetles, Lucanus servus. They're quite funny, they're big, they're beautiful. If you can collect them alive, living males are very funny. They are flying very well evening time. And also if you can put them all together in a big cage like that, put them on a bark of trees, give them a little bit food, like honey, they can be fighting between them. If you put two beetles, beetle number 1 and beetle number 2, in a cage, they will be fighting. Very funny. They're becoming very aggressive. So you see here, this beetle, for example, lost his one mandible. I'm not sure why. Who did it? Why he lost mandible? Maybe a predator, maybe squirrel ate his mandible, maybe squirrel ate his horn. Your suggestion, you can write your suggestion. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to our club of entomologists. You are visiting entomological stream. Channel Dr. Victor Fursov, entomologist, beekeeper teacher. I'm entomologist, I'm biologist, I'm speaking English with you for education, to attract you to my channel, to attract you to English language, because you need English language. To read English, to write English, to listen to English, to understand English, and to speak English language, to communicate with English-speaking audience. For your education, for your self-development, and maybe for your special purpose. What purpose you may have studying English? Nobody is writing some comments. Write your comments. Where are you from? Where are you from? Today 20 people are watching us. Where are you from? What city are you from? And do you understand me what I'm talking about? I do repeat it several times for better understanding. Okay, so one person from Kherson watching us. Good one. So you do understand what I'm talking about? Greetings to Kherson. Greetings. Stay strong, stay safe. Because in Kherson, you know, we know this situation is pretty hard. Because People are living in Kherson in a front line. Near front line, very close to front line. That's why stay strong, stay safe. If you can try to be a little bit. I'm just encouraging you. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. What insects do you want to watch in my collection? Who is from Ukraine watching us? If you are from Kazakhstan, write in comments I'm from Kazakh Republic. Or from Tajikistan, maybe you are from Uzbekistan, maybe from Kyrgyzstan, maybe from Armenia. Are you from Georgia? Wonderful Georgia! Or maybe from Azerbaijan. Maybe you are from Moldova. Maybe are you from Litva, Latvia, Estonia. You're asking for spiders. Okay, good idea. Good question. I show you spiders. I show you spider. I have a big spider. Usually spider is very small, but I have a big one. Do you know spider? This is creature with 8 legs. Here these are hawk moths. Hawk moths. Deadhead hawk moth. Where is deadhead hawk moth? This is a deadhead hawk moth, and this is not hawk moth. This is Noctuidae family, other family, and this is Licinidae family. Tiny one, blue wings. Okay, but this is Acherontiatropos. You see here white spot on the thorax. White spot on the thorax. This is a skull. Yes. Do you know? Have you seen the movie? Silence of Lambs. Silence of Lambs. This is a picture from this movie. Silence of Lambs. Death head moth. This one. Not this one. This one. Hawk moth, which was bred in laboratory. We have only one visitor. From Ukraine, maybe from other city of Ukraine. Is somebody from Kherson? Only? Or also from Kharkiv, Kyiv, Odessa? Thank you, Attractor, for roses. Thank you very much. My great pleasure to be on stream and invite more people. Yeah, spider is coming. Spider was coming. Spider is especially for our viewer, for our followers. Yes. Thank you, Attractor. You are attracting your attention. My attention. Your attention is going to me. So I'm also attracting attention of different people. I'm trying to attract attention, showing collection of different insects and spiders, arthropods. So this is spider with Latin name written on the top. Brachypelma vagans. Brachypelma vagans. But actually this is not a spider at all. Because this is not a real spider, this is a skin of spider. Hey, yes. Because spiders, they are molting. They change in skin. So this is shell of spider. Hello Marina from Dnipro, best greetings. And this is a big spider, Brachypelma. Quite a big one, you can recognize here. This is my finger, 10 centimeters size. Thank you for gift. Thank you very much. Attractor, my great pleasure. Where are you from, Attractor? Are you from Europe or from Ukraine or other country? Or if it is a secret, don't write it. No problem about it. Hello, Andre. Hello, Marina. Hello. Joining us in this stream about entomology and biology. As I said, why I'm talking in English for today? For education. Attractor is from Mirgorod, from Poltava region of Ukraine. This is the heart, the central part of Ukraine. Thank you very much for your support of this stream. If somebody wants to support my stream and want to support my future video and my future original stories under the microscope, join me here. Click on send me heart, or you can also join me visiting here on the top, visiting links in description of my profile. In description you can find link. You can go to my YouTube channel, and you can go to Monobank to support me on Monobank by your tiny or big one gift. Someone is writing from Japan. He's your friend. His name is Shai. Oh yes, very interesting, very interesting. Someone is writing us, inviting us to Japan. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Some people are watching us from other countries, and some people know some jokes, can read jokes in different languages. For sure. Thank you, Talk. What city, what country are you coming from, Talk? If you are from secret country with other kind of propaganda, don't write it, and I can understand it. Because situation is very complicated, strange and bloody now in many places of the world, including our neighbors. So our neighbors are becoming very crazy. By the way, fortunately today we have sunny day and little bit safe day, daytime, but we don't know how safely it will be evening time and night time. We're living from day to day. Yes, someone is written, we are coming from other country. Dr. Semen. Okay, other country, I can understand what kind of other country. Maybe some unrecognized country. Fiction country. Because there are some real countries and there are some unreal fiction countries. So we're observing now very funny spider, but I'm not studying precisely spiders. This is only for collection. I'm studying tiny parasitoids, parasitic wasps. And this is a parasitic wasp. Dr. Semen from Kyiv. Okay, if you are from Kyiv, so my great pleasure to communicate with my neighbor in Kyiv. I'm actually streaming from region Darnitsa. So if you know where is Darnitsa in Kyiv, if you are in Kyiv, by the way. Greetings, thank you for gifts, who is sending our gifts. If you want to support my channel, or not only by like, you can visit also my profile and send your support, because I'm collecting some gifts, and I have collected very pleasant gifts from my friends, from my subscribers, from followers, to my new video camera, to record original video for you, for education. I don't need myself all these videos, because this video for you, for audience, who can speak English, Ukrainian, and sorry about it, Russian language as well. Yes, I know this stream is from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, because this platform is showing streams locally. It's not distributing widely all around the world. When I put the recorded part just on my horizontal channel, this is YouTube channel with red button. This will be shown for another English-speaking audience on my channel, which is named Dr. Victor Fursov, entomologist. Type in internet, Dr. Victor Fursov, and you can find me, you can find my videos, obviously in English, in Ukrainian, different English stories, different English lectures. More than 10,000 lectures, 10,000 videos. This This is a big parasitic wasp. Big parasitoids family Eurythmidae, not a Ichneumonidae, sorry about that. Insects are not watching us because they're sitting in my cages, and they're in collection, they're dead one here. But some insects fly nearby, some tiny Drosophila flies. They can see me, they are watching around, so they can recognize me as their danger. But I am not hunting for Drosophila flies. They already woke up after hibernation. Some Drosophila flies are flying in my kitchen. But no cockroaches, because I'm fighting against cockroaches toughly. I use some kind of insecticides against cockroaches. I hope so that we are dying or go away to my neighbors, because cockroaches, you know, how do they distribute in the buildings or between buildings? They come into your flat, to your house, from your neighbors, or you are bringing them from your stock, you're bringing them from a shop in your pockets, together with some kind of food. So this is Megarrhiza, big parasitoids. Larva is developing under the wood, on the body of host. The host is sawfly, family Tenthredinidae, developing under the dead wood. What about another insects? I can show you more. Don't worry about it. So you can see here nice butterflies, nice hawk moths. A tractor is thinking, if we are going much deeper, do they think they know about us? No, I don't think so. The biggest one here we can see here two different lilac hawk moth. This one, the biggest one, has a long proboscis for sucking nectar. In the central part, this is a Lycinidae, one small one. Hawk moth, this is a hawk moth. This is hawk moth. And biggest one with yellow hind wings, also death-head hawk moth. I'm quite sure that insects were not thinking about us, because they don't have such analyzing brain. The biggest here, Acherontia atropos. Silrada, where are you from? What is your city? What is your village? Silrada, what is your village? Oh, Sergey is writing that some Meloidae woke up already. Great. It will be interesting to show it on screen. My nearest forest is a little bit far away. I could not collect it so easily during 5 minutes outside of my building. Not too many Meloidae are living around my buildings. Some round bees, some underground spring bees are living and will come in April, or maybe in March very soon. But Meloidae, I have never seen them around. So you can recognize here some hawk moths, and they're quite big one. The biggest one here is approximately 7 centimeters wingspan. I'm speaking English for education, by the way. I'm speaking about English, how to study English. Why do you need English? And how you can learn English if you need to study English. As I said, you can speak English with me on this channel, because you can write your question and I can read it and you can discuss. To speak English, you need to have urgent desire to study English, and purpose of your desire can be different. For example, education. You can be interested to join university somewhere abroad. This is a great goal. Why not? It's really lovely. If you want to join university, if you want to enter university somewhere abroad, for that, you need to apply for your education if you have some kind of money for that. Not easy, for sure. But English language is obligation to study abroad. Meloia, this is a genus. I was talking about Meloidae. This is a family. I was talking about Meloidae beetles. Beetles for biologists. Someone who was writing here, I found a beetle Meloia. This is a genus of very funny, interesting beetle which is coming in springtime. Bees are coming very soon. Apricots will be blossoming very soon. So some osmia bees, some leaf-cutting bees will come very soon. Some ground beetles, Andrenidae, Coletidae, Halictidae, different families will hatch up. So we'll be waking up. So we will wake up and fly around. Mica. Right, Sergey. Mica, this is the name of beetle, which is parasitoid of bees. Parasitoid of native bees. So here you can see different insects, by the way. Here you can see big diving beetle. So this is a diving beetle of family Hydrophilidae. Hydrophilidae, which is not predaceous beetle. Predaceous of family Dyticidae. This is different family. This is Hydrophilidae. Green one, this is a praying mantis. So you can recognize here some kind of like a grasshopper. This is not a grasshopper. This is, where is here? This one. This praying mantis. Write your comments. Write your comments in Russian, in Ukrainian, in English. I can understand all three languages, by the way. That's why we communicate with you so easily. Praying mantis, also here some bees. This here, you can see here honeybees, and also some solitary bees, and also some scarab beetles, scarab beetles, and also bumblebee and small yellow jacket. This is scientific collection. This is collection for the science. And this is hawk moths. These are tiny hawk moths. Not the biggest one, because biggest one are living in the tropical areas. If you will be living somewhere in Mexico, in Panama, in Brazil, in Ecuador, so you can collect some unique tropical butterflies, unique tropical nocturnal moths. So you can be lucky to study insects in the nature of tropical regions. Write in comments, have you ever seen nocturnal moths? Have you ever collected moths? Have you ever visited tropical countries? Maybe not so much, because the reason you don't have money, and you don't have interest, and you do not speak English. Because to visit other country, one very important idea, you need to communicate with local people in foreign language. And foreign language is usually English. English is essential language for communication, even in Spanish-speaking country. Because if you are visiting South America, you can speak Portuguese, you can speak Spanish. But if you can speak English, you can survive, by the way. But for sure in South America, it's better to speak Portuguese and Spanish languages. And second language will be English. If you are going to Northern America, north from Mexico, United States of America and Canada, and other countries in the world, you need to speak English. Wait a minute. So we're already 60 minutes online. Yes, I'm talking with you in English. For why? For your education. Because if you do not speak English, you are not an educated person. Sorry about that. I'm not saying that you're a beggar. Maybe you're rich. Maybe you're very rich. Maybe you have money. Maybe your father and your mother, your grandparents are very rich. But you do not speak English. So that's why you're asking any questions. And you cannot ask a question in English. But if you are not rich, you need to start learning English. For your education, to learn English better. For your career, for your education, maybe for your profession, for your job. For your job as biologist, for your job as economist, for your job as chemist, or whatever you want, whatever you are studying, whatever your profession do you have. Because knowledge of English is essential for your professional career. I'm a biologist and I'm studying insects. That's why I'm showing you insects. If I will be studying here fish, I would show you fish. If you don't know grammar of English, just start to speak. Communication and speaking English, the most important skills. 4 different skills. Reading English, writing English. Reading English, writing English. Listening to English and speaking English. After that 4 skills, you can understand English better, or maybe you can be fluent in English. 10 years of communication is a good one. But 10 years, some people are studying English in school, maybe from the 1st grade, and still cannot speak English at all. Most of school students speak English like, this is a table, this is a table. The common conversation between young boy and young man can be in English. My name is Sergey. I am 21 years old. I was born in Kyiv city. I speak English very bad, but I'm studying English. That's very good. But if you want to make communication in English, you don't need to say too much about your biography. Better ask people, better tell something else about your skills. What do you like? Where do you like to be? How do you like to travel? Or what do you like to do? What skills do you have? To show your professional skills, to your amateur skills, to invite other people to share your experience. My father is 27. 27 is right, so you are pretty young, I guess so. If your father is 27. But are your father speaking English? Or not speaking English at all? Can you speak English? Write in comments. Yes, this is English discussion. First, as I said, English is very important for education. Education, so you can receive education in university, in your home country, or in any country abroad. Second, you need English language in your profession to develop your job, to develop your professional career. So, study English is essential to improve your career, by the way. After that, you can earn a little bit more money, or maybe more money. Your money can be doubled. You can earn money 2 times more or 10 times more. It depends from your other skills, of your entrepreneur skills. How you can communicate with people, how you can develop your business. So if you develop your business skills together with English, you have advantages. Yes, I show you some different insects because I'm entomologist, and I show you different groups of insects in my collection. And of course you need to know English if you want to improve your personal private life. What does it mean, personal private life? If you want to meet person for life, if you want to meet person, foreign person, you need to speak English. It's essential for people who is already visiting or living or immigrated or for short period of time in other country. So that's why you can build your private life using English language or other language as well. But English language is can be intermediate language if you're visiting Germany, France, Poland, Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, maybe Portugal or Italy or France. If you speak Italian, if you speak French, if you speak Portuguese, you have advantage number 1. You can speak also English, you have advantage number 2. You can be over other people who cannot speak English. I'm showing you different insects in small plastic boxes because this is very safe way to keep collection. And I'm entomologist. I'm not showing you dead fish. I'm not showing you dead birds. I'm entomologist. I'm showing you collection for your education. And we can communicate about nature, about biology, and about insects. Because I'm studying bees, I'm studying parasitoids, parasitic bees, parasitic wasps, and I'm showing different insects in my collection for education. Education. So this is educational collection. All right, finally, our viewers wrote something interesting. That attractors, I'm currently in London. I'm traveling all around UK and really enjoying it. But initially you wrote that you're from Kyiv, by the way, tractor. But you are traveling in London. That's good, if it is true. If it's not fun, if you are not writing, it's just a joke. Thank you for your gifts, for sure. And thank you for gifts of other people who join this channel for curiosity and for development of English speaking skills. So, did you understand why do you need English? You need English if you have such kind of an urgent desire to study English. If you don't have urgent desire, if you have money, if you have friends, if you have everything else, if you are rich, maybe you have got money from your father, maybe you have got money from your grandparents, you have a big house, big car, big apartment, big spot of land somewhere in Ukraine or in Italy or in France. You can order translator. But I'm scientist, I'm a researcher, and I'm speaking with you in English for education. Thank you for questions that our subscriber is reading. and wrote sentence, I respect science, but language is different matters. But I respect language. I respect languages. If you have time and opportunity, you can write your comments here. Why mosquitoes? Why not bacterial and other animals? I'm studying not mosquitoes. I'm studying bees and wasps and parasitoids. These tiny insects which I'm keeping here in my collection. These insects for demonstration to show you large biodiversity of insects and entomological subjects. But I'm studying insects which are used in biological control. Insects which are parasitoids of pests. And they're used to control pests. So small tiny parasitoids, I'm studying their biodiversity. I'm studying their practical use to control dangerous pests in agriculture and forestry. And they're called entomophagous insects. Entomophagous insects. Entomophagous, they're feeding on some other insects. That's why they're parasitoids, they're feeding, and hosts are dying. Yes, this is terminology. This is terminology. Hello, our followers. Hello, who is written you. Hello, you. I know you. Thank you for joining our stream. So, first urgent necessities to get education. First urgent necessity to study English. This is to get a better job, to earn more money. Fourth necessity, to build your career and to build your private life. If you are in foreign country, you immigrated to foreign country, English speaking, Spanish speaking, French speaking, Swedish speaking, but English is essential for communication, even if it is intermediate language. But if you are in English speaking country like United States of America and Canada, this is the most important skill, to speak English language in America, in Canada, and other countries as well. And of course, building your private life is also quite important, because you can build private life either in foreign country or in your own country. Of course, some young girls, some attractive girls are very lucrative, very attractive for foreigners. That's why the urgent necessity to study English, to learn English language, is to be married by foreigners. So that's life for sure. But if you are immigrated to a foreign country as young boy, young man, you also need to be married. You need to marry foreign girl. And for that you need to know foreign language. Either Spanish girl, either Portuguese speaking or English speaking girl. So that's why, to build your private life, study English language as well. And of course, attractor, I do not understand what do you mean. You are just speaking very politely in your question, but write more precisely. Write more precise, because you are speaking something about behavior of people, but in such camouflage way. So thank you for communication. Thank you for visiting our site. Thank you for support of my channel. If you are interested to study English, if you're interested in new lessons in English, welcome to my next streams. In next streams we can be talking about entomology, we can be talking about biology. I can answer your questions. I can continue to show you some other parts of my collection just for fun. I can show you cockroaches. I can show you some beetles, some butterflies, such kind of a big, very nice wasps. This is a parasitic wasp named Scolia, Megascolia from Vietnam, and this big one, butterfly, daily butterfly from Madagascar. Join our next streams about entomology. Join our next streams about biology and about English language. Beetles, these are tiny beetles with hard shells. Butterfly, this is a butterfly and moth. These are two different types of Lepidoptera. These are beetles. Today we are talking about insects. We have been talking about English language, and I was very pleased to show you some of my boxes with collection. Thank you for your interest and curiosity. If some insects interesting for you, write in comments. And if you are from Ukraine or other countries, write what country are you coming from to this stream. And I will say hello to this city, hello to this country. Yes, these are beetles. What city are you watching? Are you coming from? Where are you from on this stream? Don't hesitate. Don't worry about it. If you are in secret country, so of course you don't need to write, because secret country is a secret country. Some country is very special. Hello to Khmelnytsk. Hello to Volochysk, Khmelnytsk region. Hello to Kyiv. This is translation from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. Hello, bird voices. Do you like birds? I guess so. Do you like butterflies and moths? Write in comments with, do you like butterflies and moths? I was very pleased to show you some parts of my collection. If you want to support my channel, if you want to support my new videos and new video stories, visit my profile, visit my bio in profile, and you can send some gifts on my Monobank. Someone is asking why I'm speaking English. Because I have been learning English for ages, I have been learning English for decades. That's why if you want to study English, if you want to speak English better, if you want to speak English well, you need to train it. If you need to study English, if you have urgent desire to study English, you will learn it, you will study it, you will get education, you will find people who can speak English, who is speaking English, and you can communicate with these people, and you can learn English from other people like me, or other people. Oh, thank you for gift. Someone can send small gifts here, not here, here. Send it to my profile. In profile you can find link. If you click on link, you can send directly your tiny or big gift, your pleasant springtime, spring March gift on my Monobank. I really appreciate it very much. Thank you for your interest and your curiosity. To know English better, you need to study it for a long time, from beginning. From the beginning of your career, from kindergarten, from early stages of school, from early grades of school. Because many people study English in kindergarten, in school, and later, after graduation in school, do not speak English because afraid to speak, or they do not need to speak. But if you have money, you can travel all around Europe, all around Asia, Africa, America, Australia, New Zealand, if you have money. You can spend money using English language for pleasure or for business. But if you are not so rich, you can use English for your career, for your business, to earn more money, to study your profession, to study your business, to be good entrepreneur, to be businessman or businesswoman, by the way, why not? If you have such kind of skills. Otherwise, you will be at home, your home businessman, your home entrepreneur. Whole country. What means whole country? I didn't understand. Thank you for visiting my channel. I was pleased to communicate with my subscribers, followers. Alright. The goal of translation is only 50%. Very poor. Goal of translation was very small one. Today we have very few followers, very few gift makers. Not too many gift makers coming for today. Maybe evening time I will have another stream in collaboration with other channel. Sometimes it's more interesting because more people are coming. And of course, this English speaking stream for English speaking audience and also for Ukrainian speaking audience. But unfortunately, English speaking audience is not coming to this stream because this stream is from Ukraine and the social media is showing it only mostly for Ukraine. It's not shown for France, for Italy, for United States of America, because this is computer distribution. But if you want to be subscriber, if you want to be fan of my channel, you can visit here, you can click on Heart, or you can click on Monobank to join my subscribers and my supporters. Ah, right, yes, not from Kyiv, I talked from Mirgorod, from Poltava region. I missed it already, yes. Oh. But at present time you are not in Mirgorod. Present time you wrote that you are just traveling somewhere in Europe. So you can send best greetings to Cromwell Road and Parliament in Britain. You can send best greetings to Big Ben, by the way. Actually, I know London more or less well. I have been living in London. Even I have visited Big Ben building, Big Ben Tower, and I visited Parliament in London. Have you ever been in Parliament? Have you been in Madame Tussauds Museum? Attractor. I joined English team of school students and I visited Parliament together with our teacher as supporting person as well, together with some young students. So we visited Parliament and we visited Big Ben Tower. Even I have a photo inside Big Ben. That was amazing. Inside Big Ben, just photo near watches on the top of Big Ben. Yes, it's quite surprising. You can go to the Big Ben, go on the top of Big Ben to the watches. Inside, watches can be open and you can take photo near watches. So, watches is a huge one, 3 times bigger than human being. Maybe 5 meters tall, very big one. Oh, some people were buying university diplomas, someone is writing here. Some kind of discussion about diploma. Yes, of course, it's a present time of poor business. Some people who have money can buy diploma of university, can buy diploma of education, but if you are buying diploma, you are not buying brain. you're not buying brain, and you are not buying skills. If you are buying diploma, you're buying only paper. If you're buying diploma, you're not buying skills, how to do something, how to make something, how to apply your skills in certain area. If you have poor skills and you can find some job, it will be recognized very easily, because some people have skills and have no diploma, but have skills of business person or entrepreneur person or just architecture. And also it can be supplied by diploma. Hello Ksenia, hello Elena. Are you speaking English? We have English speaking stream today. Support Ukrainian science. Thank you for card, Ksenia. Support Ukrainian science. Join our stream and join our club of fans of entomology. Support biology science. Visiting our Monobank and sending drop by drop, some support to our Monobank. I really appreciate your support to Monobank. I'm showing you different insects, different butterflies and beetles. For sure I have some moths and some butterflies alive, but I can show you them later. And this is educational collection. This is demonstrational collection for education. This is important to show you butterflies, because they were grown in laboratory. I kept many caterpillars. I was breeding them in the special container, and I got quite many moths. I can show you how I did collection. For example, I have a special mounted material here. Recently some butterflies hatched, so these butterflies here is done for collection. I didn't collect them in winter time, because winter time was very cold in Ukraine, you know. January and February was very cold in Ukraine, but they just imaged in my room. One is a Saturnid, big one. On the top, this is Saturnia piri. Small one, this is a Acherontiatropos deathhair moth. The image from pupa, I got it from my friend from Chernihiv city. He's breeding them at home. He's breeding and keeping some caterpillars on artificial diet and also on some plants. Some caterpillars pupated. He sent me some pupa of this moth. The pupa of Acherontiatropos and some cocoons with pupa. The cocoons, I'm keeping the cocoons of this big one in my refrigerator, and they were hibernating for 2 years. And recently with these 2 big moths hatched. And this one just hatched from cocoon from Chernihiv region. It's quite easy, not easy, but it's possible to keep living culture of some caterpillars at home, even not in a big laboratory, but at home. So that's why if I keep some pupa, after a certain period during, for example, 2-3 weeks, some pupae are developing relatively slowly or quickly, and some adults, some butterflies, some moths are hatching from pupae. If you are interested to get some pupae, you can buy them in internet or from friends, or I can advise you some people who is breeding caterpillars and butterflies and moths in Kyiv, in Ukraine. Someone is asking about pesticides and bees. Pesticides are influencing honeybees and solitary bees and wild bees? Badly, definitely. Honeybees and solitary bees are not surviving after spreading pesticides. That's why first pesticides in the springtime are very dangerous for honeybees. Honeybees are flying to apricots, plum trees, flowers of apricots, flowers of apples, pears, and other flowers in the springtime. And if these flowers or some grass around in agricultural fields have been spread by pesticides, insecticides, a lot of honeybees are dying. Eventually, it's a great damage for honeybee colonies, for beekeeping industry. Thank you for gifts. Thank you for joining our stream. Thank you for communication. Thank you for promotion. My great pleasure to communicate with people who is interested in biology. Just I press here for some questions for internet. No. Next time. Thank you for chili pepper. Thank you for chili pepper. Thank you for roses. So thank you for cats, for some funny gifts. Thank you for participation. So what I'm showing here nearby, I'm showing you here some kind of, not tiny, quite a big moth. So this moth you see here, about 10 centimeters, about 8 centimeters size. So this is a death-head moth, and this is a giant peacock moth, this one. And this is a death-head moth, Acherontiatropus and Saturniidae, Saturniidae family and Sphingidae family, hawk moth. So we're just nearly ready to be mounted here in such kind of cages. Thank you for being with us. Looking forward to see you on my next streams. Thank you for support. Welcome to our next streams. Press like, write your comments, ask your questions, or send me private messages on my email, which is indicated under this video. And you can send it on private message if you have some kind of secret questions about biology, about entomology, about English. Thank you for being with us. Good luck. See you soon on my channel. Bye-bye.